wish I had about 80 or 90 or 100 or 150 or 275 or 500 folk who will say, that's why I love him. Because when I couldn't carry myself, he put me on his shoulder. And now I've developed a love, a real love and affection for my shepherd. But then he's on the shepherd's shoulder. But the Bible says that while he's carrying him back home, the shepherd is rejoicing at the same time. Well, but then in verse 6, when he gets home, not only is the shepherd rejoicing, but then he calls for his friends and his neighbors. And he said, yes, come on and rejoice with me, because I found the sheep that I had lost. Shake a neighbor's hand and tell them it's rejoicing time. Yeah, when the shepherd finds that lost sheep, yeah, he's rejoicing because of what he has found. Yeah, but in this text, as I leave you, Jesus shows us the pursuit of the shepherd, the persistence of the shepherd, and the pleasure of the shepherd. But now look at the parallel, because in verse 7, Jesus says, likewise. Yes. Can I hear you say likewise? Yes. He said, heaven rejoices over one sinner that repents more than he does over 99 just persons. Ain't God all right? Yeah. And you know, that's a good reason to celebrate whenever a soul walks the aisle. That's not the time to be quiet. That's not the time to be reserved, because you don't know what that person has been through. You don't know how the devil has been attacking their lives. But the fact that they made their way to church is indicative of the fact that the devil did not win. Ain't God all right? Every time you look in the mirror, you ought to give God praise, because you ought to be able to look at your saved self and say, thank God that the devil did not win. Shake your neighbor's hand and tell him, neighbor, I'm glad to be saved. And the reason why I'm glad, because the devil thought he had me, but I got away, and I'm in the safety of the Lord Jesus Christ. Ain't God all right? You see, the Pharisees celebrated the capture of a sheep, but they criticized the concern for a soul. Do I have a witness? But when a soul comes home, the angels of God praise him. If the angels can celebrate, the church ought to celebrate when somebody comes to Jesus Christ. Ain't God alright? It's time to win a soul. Look at your neighbor and come on, help me preach. Tell him, neighbor, it's time to go get him. Find another neighbor and tell him, neighbor, it's time to go on and get them. And you know where they are. You know who they are. When we leave this church, we gotta hit the streets. When we leave this church, on your job and in your home, we've got to go get them. Ain't God alright? You know what I love about Jesus is that Jesus places emphasis on the souls, but the Pharisees put emphasis on the clothes. But Jesus, he loved people. They love possessions. He loved men, but they love money. But I want to tell you, I thank God for Jesus. I got to leave you here now. But is there anybody here that can lift your little hand and say, thank God for Jesus Christ? I don't care how bad you are, he still loves you. I don't care about your lifestyle, he still loves you. You can't get too bad, you can't get too down, you can't get too drunk, you can't get too high for the Lord to stop loving you. You ought to touch yourself and say, thank God that he still loves me. Even when I'm wrong, he still loves me. Is that good news? I said, is it good news? If it's good news to you, can I get you to help me spread the word to somebody that's standing beside you? Look at that neighbor and tell them, neighbor, in spite of what you've done, in spite of where you've been, the Lord still loves you. That's something to shout about. That's something to give him praise for. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me. You ain't got to love me. You ain't got to do anything with me. You can shun me, but the Lord loves me. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. I'm through. That's the value of just one soul. That's the value of just one soul. And if it's valuable to Jesus, it ought to be valuable to you. Stand to your feet, every soul, every person. Stand to your feet, every person.